Hey everyone, welcome to Peach Guitars. My name is Sam. Thank you for joining us. We've just finished doing a listing video for this incredible Martin D45, and it sparked the idea to do an around the showroom for you with acoustic guitars focused on the acoustic department. But what we want to do, obviously this guitar, D45, is really at the top end of most people's budgets, most guitar ranges, and actually what we want to do is feature some of the acoustic guitars up to and below £1,500. There's so many in the department here to show you, so many different styles and types, so we're going to take you around the showroom now. If you do want to see listings on guitars like this, please head over to the Peach Guitars Boutique YouTube channel where they're all listed and featured there, but for now we're going to take you around the showroom, show you the sights and the sounds of the place, and show you some of the amazing guitars under £1,500. Right, so we're in the warehouse and we're going to start here because there is this amazing selection of Taylor guitars. Now here in the warehouse we've got so many that we would want to show you because Taylor have such a vast range of guitars under the £1,500 price point and such a different kind of variety of instruments as well from wood combinations. But the thing that I really wanted to show you is new for 2024. Now there are so many things here. Oh, here it is. This is the 214 CE K that is new for 2024. This features a torrefied spruce top, and torrefied means that it's been heat treated to take out a little bit of the moisture, meaning that it's even more stable, more resonant, and slightly lighter as well. And this guitar features a layered Koa back and sides and Taylor's new C-Class bracing. Really excited for this one. Now, I want to say as well, we're going to grab some of these guitars out and a few of them we're going to take back to the studio and show you how they sound. Check this out. I mean, even the case, really solid, really high quality gig bag. And look at this. Before we take you guys into the saloon and to the other kind of parts of the showroom, we're just going to knock on Adam's door, who does our photography for the website, and see if he's got anything that fits the budget and fits the bill.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, you do?
Hello.
Oh, cool. So we're doing an around the showroom. We're looking for guitars, acoustic guitars under 1,500. This fits about perfect. Check it out.
Mahogany.
So this is a great guitar for someone who's kind of toying with the idea of getting into acoustic guitar, or for someone who's got a vast collection of great acoustics that want something that they can that's easily portable. But these make such a great sound. It's a neo-tropical mahogany solid top and a sapele back and sides on these models. And there's something about them. They really do make a great sound. So we're going to come back and steal this in a little while, do some playing on it, but I'll leave it with you for now. Thank you so much. Right, so we're now entering the saloon. So we're going to head into the acoustic section, but I just want to show you this because I think this is one of the most extraordinary guitars that we've got at the moment. So this is one of the Sheeran by Loudon. So this is the relationship between Ed Sheeran and Loudon guitars over in Ireland, and this is the W.5. But the thing that's really special about this, not only has it got features like the bevel on the top of the body here, but this is AAA grade solid reclaimed redwood on an East Indian rosewood back and sides. And I just think the quality of the materials on an instrument at this price is outstanding, and the playability and the tone of such a small instrument as well is really astonishing. Right, so we're going to take you now into one of the acoustic rooms that we have down here on the ground floor of the showroom. And this room celebrates so many different brands. We've got Guild, we've got Art and Lutheri. Now this is owned by the Godin family of instruments now, still made in Canada. It's a really great My first ever acoustic was an Art and Lutheri, so I have a great attachment to them. So then from the Art and Lutheri moving down, we've got some Guilds. Now these are guitars that are designed in California, and these are just such brilliant playing instruments. And actually I spot the Baritone, I can't believe I missed that. We're going to take this through to the studio to play this, because actually a Baritone at this price and that build quality is sensational. We've also got some Faith guitars, the Cordoba nylon string and Spanish style or classical style guitars, and also some quartz down here as well. And then moving on to the wall behind me, this is a brand I am personally really excited about, Sigma guitars. I truly believe they are so well made, they sound fantastic, and they're built to kind of honor some historical and traditional instruments. They were founded in 1970 by Martin, CF Martin. They were a subsidiary, and then they're now kind of under different ownership, doing their own thing, but still kind of celebrating and honoring some of Martin's past as well, with guitars like this and this, some of the kind of orchestra style guitars with the rosewood back and sides, spruce tops. And so just a really, really great brand. And then we've got Epiphone down here as well. Now, a guitar like this, check this out. For all you J45 lovers out there, a Banner style headstock on an Epiphone. So the Banner style was what they used in the 40s. It's a really kind of favored traditional style headstock, and on a kind of Sunburst J45, mahogany back and sides, awesome guitar. And we'll take this one back to the studio as well and have a play on that in a bit. Let's move on. Let's keep showing you guys what else we've got. Being that we're doing a video focusing on acoustic instruments, we can't not show you this space. This is where most of the high-end acoustic guitars reside here at Peach. Brands like Martin, Gibson USA, we've got USA-made guilds, we've got a whole room full of Loudons over here as well, and then obviously this whole backspace full of Taylor guitars. The thing that I really am so excited by though is coming into this space, there's so many instruments still under that £1,500 price point. We've got Martin X series, all sorts of different varieties from the Mexican-made Martin guitars. And then over here, we still have lots of Taylor guitars that are under that £1,500 price point. GS Minis in different wood combinations and pickup configurations, and a few different body shapes and sizes as well. Now, being that we are in this department, it would be rude not to show you something truly, truly special. And there is a reason this Martin is on display. So this is a custom shop dreadnought with the amber tone finish, this sunburst finish on an Adirondack top, but it's the back and the sides in Cocobolo that we wanted to show you guys. Now, if you're just starting out with your acoustic guitar journey and maybe you don't know what all the terms are, you don't know what the tone woods mean or what the differences might be, you don't know what the body shapes are or what the different brands might represent, do book an appointment here at Peach Guitars, where the sales team, who are so knowledgeable, so passionate, so friendly, will be able to help you on the journey and get you started with understanding what the entire acoustic guitar department has to offer. We want to show you Eastman guitars. We have such a wide variety. They build so many different styles of instruments, but actually the acoustic range has got lots of different wood combinations, body shapes and sizes, and the playability and the tone of the instruments at that price point is really remarkable. This brand behind me, I want to show you. This is Larivee. Now, Larivee guitars, very close to my heart. I was introduced to them in my late teens, back in around 2007, 2008. And I actually got to play some guitars made by Jean Larivee himself. And there was something about them. They had this energy and vibe to them. These guitars are made out in Oxnard in California, and they are truly outstanding acoustic instruments. Okay, so we're going to head back to the studio now, past the text room over here, busiest place. We're going to take some of the guitars that we've found and shown you around the showroom and now show you how they sound. But before we do, we recently did a Martin unboxing of a delivery that we had, and we'll link that below. But one of the guitars that really stood out to me, and once again under that £1,500 price point, is the new reimagined X Series O body shape. Now, excuse me team, this is it. So this guitar features Martin's proprietary high pressure laminate back and sides, solid spruce top, and this really striking finish of the Cocobolo on the back and the sides. We're now sitting back in the studio, so thank you for joining us around the showroom. We're now chosen a few of the guitars to bring back to the studio to play for you. We're going to start with this, which is the Epiphone Banner Headstock J45. And immediately this guitar not just has so much style with the look and the kind of vibe of it, but actually the balance of it as well. It's got a real nice roundness to the low end, plenty of top end, plenty of space in the guitar, but also lots and lots of volume. But even digging in like as hard as I can, still nice and articulate and nice and clear. We're now sitting with the 2024 edition of the 214 CE from Taylor, and the thing that really springs to my mind first about this guitar is just how easy it would be to grab this guitar and take it out on a gig. The expression system too that is featured in these guitars is kind of well known throughout the guitar community for being one of the kind of gold standards. It's really just such a brilliant pickup system, something that Taylor have really nailed, that really captures the essence and the true sound of an acoustic guitar. But actually, as a player, the first thing that really comes to mind is the playability and the comfort of these guitars. Now, if you're someone who's coming from an electric guitar background, you're used to lighter strings, you're used to smaller necks, sometimes an acoustic guitar can feel a bit intimidating, a bit kind of fights you, it's a bit hard work, and there's something about these guitars that is just the opposite of that. Taylor have really kind of bridged the gap between electric guitar playability and acoustic tones, and there's something they found in this sweet spot with the neck profiles and the way the action is set up and everything about the guitars being so accessible. And also, if you're someone who's maybe looking to kind of invest a little bit more money into their first guitar, but you're aware that acoustics can be a bit hard work and all those kind of things to get used to, this is a perfect guitar for someone who's going to buy something, invest in it, and not just put it down after a week and forget about it. And actually, this guitar would really grow with you, and you could develop and develop into the player you're going to become with an instrument of this quality. So this is my first time sitting with a Sheeran by Loudon guitar to sit and actually play it, and I'm astounded with the quality of the finishing, the quality of the fretwork on the fretboard, and the bevel on the body as well, on such a small body that's so comfortable to sit with, and the strings coming straight through the bridge. There's no bridge pins, and actually just, I know it might be a bit silly to put this on camera, but the smell of the guitar, you can smell the woods. There's something so organic about that, and I love that you can kind of get a sense of the factory and where the woods come from and all those things just from the smell of a guitar. I love that. And actually this plays really well. It's so comfortable on the lap. It's a nice shape. I will put this in as well that I'm over 6'5", so it might look a little bit smaller on my lap than it may on someone else's. But these aren't just guitars for Ed Sheeran fans. Nothing like it, actually. It's a great relationship between an amazing artist and an amazing artist, a luthier, and a company building instruments. That kind of relationship between musician and luthier is such an important dynamic, and this guitar is really just a celebration of that. The tone woods and everything about all the specifications make a great acoustic instrument. So there seems to be, between us here in the studio today, too many great things to mention about the GS Mini. Now this is the GS Mini, not the GS Mini E with the electric pickup built in. So that's another different kind of variation on this model. But this is just a straight acoustic guitar. And once again, coming back to the thing I said about the previous Taylor, there's something about this in the neck and the kind of comfort and playability of it. If you're someone from an electric guitar background or someone really starting out that doesn't want a guitar that's going to kick back and fight you and make you really, really work so hard for it, this is a perfect guitar for you. The other thing is this video is meant to celebrate guitars up and to and under £1,500, and this guitar is under 500. This retails at £495.99. And I just think it's such an outstanding guitar. You don't kind of expect the quality of the tone, actually. You expect a smaller sound, but not only are you getting lots of volume, but it's quality volume. You're getting lots of kind of overtones and harmonics and this brilliance of sound as well from a smaller body guitar. And I'm going to do my best to show you some of those tones right now. So next we're into the Martin X series, and this is the O shape with the Cocobolo back and sides that we showed you in the warehouse. This strikes me as just such a giggable, usable, tourable guitar, and actually that leads me to think that one of the guys I knew touring X series was a guy called Chris Wood, an outstanding guitar player, and had a couple of X series Martins on tour with him. It was all he used, and they aged really, really well. The finish is very light on the spruce, and not only does that age aesthetically really well, but actually breaks in as well over time, so the tone will develop. The HPL as well, that the back and sides is made of, their proprietary design, still resonates and gives a lot of tone and volume, and is also very, very strong. These guitars come with a built-in pickup, which also has a built-in tuner. You just press a small button and you've got the tuner, which is very visible and kind of discreet as well. And it also comes with an in and out of phase switch and a tone control as well. Now, if like me, you have grown into playing guitar or you've spent your life looking at musicians playing Martin guitars, you may just think that owning a Martin is a pipe dream and it's just, you know, really expensive high-end guitars that aren't accessible. And I do love that Martin are using their knowledge and all the things that have been passed down generation to generation through the Martin family and through the company to build guitars that are accessible to everyone. Building an instrument that anyone could get to, and all the different shapes and sizes in the X series as well. So please do check out the website for all the different variations. Now we're rounding this video out with a guitar company that just keeps surprising me. I've recently played some of the USA built guilds and was blown away by the quality, the feel, the sound, the playability, everything. And now to find a Baritone at under £500 that plays like this and sounds like this is just kind of unheard of. The thing that I would say about a Baritone as well, and having one in your arsenal, is that a Baritone makes you think differently as a player. Not only does it feel differently and sit differently because of the length of the scale and all these things, but there's also something really practical about it, which, and I'll try and explain this as simply as I can. If you're using a regular acoustic guitar and you're playing in the key of G, so your fretting would be here at the 3rd fret, but that song that you're trying to play or the song you're trying to sing for yourself is too high, you might try and work that capo up so that you can drop keys in your voice. But by the time you get to that place where it's comfortable in your voice, the capo is so high up the guitar sounds small and thin and maybe doesn't accompany you the way you wanted it to. But actually, being able to move the capo down and keep going, you can kind of experiment with all sorts of different keys that you didn't have access to in the same way before. Just overall, this guitar, before we started filming, I was just playing it, and it's just got so much depth and body to it. Thank you so much for watching this. We love coming up with new themes for the Around the Showroom videos, and thank you for all the feedback, all the positivity on the videos we've done so far. Let us know in the comment section which was your favourite. I think this one has to clinch it for me, just something about the relationship between Ed Sheeran and a brand like Loudon, and the build quality and the woods. And also, I am sorry to say, but the smell of the instrument as well smells incredible. Thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you again soon. And do hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you and have a great summer. See you soon.